Hello, customer care, Zoom.us or Zoom.com, soon to be. Charles Crawshaw here in Abuja, Nigeria, capital city of Nigeria. I'm Eurasian, half Chinese, half English, 61 years old, newly married with a beautiful baby girl, 2 years old. And I'm a stand for world peace now. Been standing for world peace since the 15th of September 1995, when I started the Ceasefire Project, causing of world peace through the use of fire. I'm a fire breather, and so I was the man responsible for causing the fire breathers in the opening ceremony of the Sydney Olympic Games. 5-year project, and it worked. And I want to acknowledge you, customer care or Zoom management, for the extraordinary platform that you have provided for myself and thousands and millions of people around the world. It's an extraordinary platform, and I've always wondered whether Zoom ever sponsors events or sponsors ideas or gets behind ideas or gets behind world peace as a possibility. I've made Zoom backdrops because you can change your videos. I love my Zoom backdrops. I love changing the Zoom backdrops. So you can change it to a picture or a video. And so I put all these videos up, backdrops like this one. And so if you go to bit.ly/boomzoom, good old Zoom, boom Zoom, you will find that all 193 United Nations is represented with a Zoom backdrop of all 193 United Nations countries with a World Peace Party takeoff party. And so the idea that I thought Zoom would like to play with, I don't know, it wouldn't be great, is that we encourage people to do Zoom room backdrops, Zoom rooms for world peace now. Where are you? Oh, there's a whole bunch of Pakistan people that have got a Zoom room in Pakistan, and there's 40 people talking about the world peace from a Pakistan's point of view. We can have, minimum is a room of 25, minimum a room of 40. I know your Zoom rooms can be huge, and you can record it as well. So look, I don't know. I just said, wouldn't it be great if Zoom got behind world peace now as a possibility? So, really, I guess to speak about the biggest elephant in the room right now, as far as world peace is concerned, is if you watch the news anywhere around the world, what's the biggest elephant in the room? Who's doing the fighting? Is it the men or the women? So I understand that all 193 United Nations get led by women. It's called Mother Earth for a reason. In fact, I've even made a quote: "War is a crime endorsed and actioned by men. I apologize to all women and children who suffer and die as a consequence. Let us men stand down and empower women to lead for world peace on Mother Earth, and for men to begin the adventure to Father Mars and beyond." Charles Crawshaw, born 1963. So look, it'd be great. It'd be so good if Zoom sponsored world peace Zoom rooms or something like that. I don't know. I'm sure you don't need any promotion. You're well known already. And I've done a lot of personal development. The Landmark Forum, for anyone who's watching, go to bit.ly Landmark Forum Introductions. The next introduction, find out what it is. But I did it in 1993, and it changed my life. And I've done it for the last 30 years, including this fire breathing for world peace. But to honor my mum and dad, who are both World War II children. My dad's English, my mum's Chinese, so the Germans bombed my dad in Great Yarmouth. So he said to me crying at the age of 8 to his aunties up in York because they weren't bombing Great Yarmouth. York as much as Great Yarmouth. And then my mum, Chinese, Japanese soldiers invaded Sandakan where she lived, and then on the last days of World War II, when the Japanese in the village knew that they were losing the war, going to lose the war, they marched 10 of the leaders to the top of the hill and shot them all, and one of them was my mother's father. So that's why I took a stand and said, right, Dad, I'll see if we can stop the world fighting for that. So once the world stopped fighting by the opening ceremony of the Los Angeles Games on the 14th of July, 2028. or the 23rd of July 2032, when my daughter will be 9 and I'll be 69, and I'd like to go fire breathing on all these bouncy boots. You can see me bouncing on the bouncy boots there on Byron Bay Beach. But yeah, wouldn't that be great? And giving Zoom US is an American company. World peace by the opening ceremony of Los Angeles Games. And let's have Elon Musk's space race. So let's get that going. Let's really get everyone focused on spaceships and how to grow food on the moon, etc. Wouldn't that be great? Instead of, what weapon should I make today? So it's a big business. Yes, I know. War is a big business. So yeah, we need to transform that. Anyway, another story. Lots of love, Zoom US. Thank you so much for what you do. You guys are great. Customer care. Keep up your good work. Thanks so much.